Okay, I think we're going to go ahead and get things underway. Let's go ahead and just move all the way over to the overlay. Hey, everyone. Spidey Librarian here, and welcome to Film First Friday. We're going to be watching the. I didn't know this movie existed. Otherwise, I would have seen it by now. We're going to be watching Trekkies 2, which I've actually seen the first Trekkies. Trekkies was actually, I think, the first DVD I ever purchased for my first DVD player. And I think it was that, and I think The Fugitive. I might have bought those at the same time. But I again, as I've said in the last couple of streams, I'm a big Star Trek fan. I have been for a very long time, and so I am looking forward to doing a lot more Star Trek content and streams this month on the channel. And I think you guys have got some things to look forward to. I'm going to be watching Trekkies 2 tonight. I'll be watching Star Trek the Motion Picture on Sunday. I'll be watching on Monday. I will be joined by my mother to watch Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan. She has actually requested to join me for that screening, so we're going to be watching it together in here. And you guys will get to meet my mother, who is in very many ways ultimately responsible for me getting into Star Trek the way that I have. So I'm looking forward to that. I hope you guys will be able to make it. And oh man, I don't know. I don't even know what else. But there's just plenty going on that I'm excited about. We'll be watching Star Trek's 1 through 4. We're also going to watch Star Trek First Contact this month, and then I'm watching a bunch of Star Trek shows, all episodes that I've never seen. I've seen the shows themselves, but I haven't seen the episodes in question. So looking forward to that. I'm also trying to work on a couple of list videos for this month, specifically Star Trek related. So I hope you guys will be down for that if and when I can get those out. So, anyways, it has been a pretty good evening. I did an unboxing stream a few minutes ago because my monthly video games monthly subscription box had come in, and I was like, oh, I can't wait to open this. I need to do this now. So that's why we're doing Trekkies 2 an hour later. So yeah, that's entirely my fault. So all right. So I think what I'm gonna do, because I went ahead and just purchased the movie on Fandango at home. It's like $5 on Fandango at home. I could pay $4 to rent it, or I could pay $5, and then if I ever wanted to see it again, I could. So I was just like, you know what? I'll pay the extra dollar. Now I have access to the movie whenever I like. So CG Anime Fan says that he hopes that I like the film. Thank you. I hope that I will as well. I definitely liked the first Trekkies, and I don't know a thing about this one. I didn't even know it existed until recently. But but yeah, we're definitely going to get around to this one, and we'll see. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and just read the synopsis for this one as it appears on Fandango at home because I found it interesting. Filmmaker Roger Nygard, who I'm pretty sure is the one that made Trekkies 1, examines Star Trek fanaticism around the globe in this documentary sequel. The film's quirky subjects include an Englishman who remodeled his apartment to look like the USS Enterprise, Serbia's first ever Star Trek convention, and the phenomenon of Star Trek tribute bands. Along the way, Nygaard also tries to make peace with fans of the legendary sci-fi show who took offense at the original movie and examines the less extreme end of the Trekkie spectrum. Now, I can definitely understand why some people may have been offended at the first Trekkies movie, because it did focus on people who were at the fairly, they were at one extreme of the fandom. But by the same token, I understand why they did that because those people are going to be the most entertaining ones to film. I totally understand that. So I'll be interested to see exactly what kind of moves they make in this movie to mollify those who took offense, but also I want to see what they mean when they say the less extreme end of the Trekkie spectrum. So CG appreciates that I've included one of the Jean-Luc Picard films. Oh yeah, no, I didn't figure I could do a Star Trek movie month without doing at least one of the next generation films. So, um, I kind of wanted to do one of like the Chris Pine movies too, but I was doing so much already. I was like, you know what? We're just gonna have to save that for another Star Trek month. So we'll get around to it. We'll totally get around to it. So okay. So let me see. Let me just go ahead and get things underway. I'm plugging in the headphones. I am popping them on. Okay, if I can, not beat myself up while doing it. And then let me go ahead and mute the desktop audio. I'm going to go ahead and start the movie. Hopefully you guys do not hear anything. If you do, let me know, because obviously we don't want that. So, okay. All right. So it's about 5 seconds in. We're getting some music. Hopefully you're not hearing anything. Let me know. And there we go. 15 seconds and we can stop. Okay. All right. Very nice. All right. And for those of you that are curious, this movie's length is 1 hour, 33 minutes, and 7 seconds. So, and of course, I will go ahead and, I'll be using the timer and all that stuff as well. So, okay. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Now, before we get started, I just want to let any of you know, if you're new here and you're here looking for audio or video from the feature in question, I'm afraid that's not going to happen. To do so on stream would be a copyright violation that I don't want to deal with and that, frankly, you guys don't want me dealing with. If that's not what you're here for, if you're looking for like a reaction video, I get it. Feel free to click away. I don't want to waste your time, and I definitely don't want the negative engagement from people who feel their time has been wasted. So, we will be using this footage at some point down the line to make reaction videos, and to that end, there will be an intro. There'll be the viewing. There'll be what I call the post-mortem, which is where we review and react to what we've seen, and then we're going to go ahead and do an outro and then be done with it. So that is what we're doing, and we're going to go ahead and start with the intro. And we are going to do that right now. Hey everyone, Spidey Librarian here, and welcome to Film First Friday, the live streaming show where I watch a film that I have never seen before and react to it on my YouTube channel. Today's feature is going to be the 2004 documentary film Trekkies 2. And, well, I'm not going to say much more than that. Please remember that as Film First Friday serves as both a reaction and a watch party, this particular stream will serve as both a watch party and reaction to the 2004 documentary film Trekkies 2. So I'm familiar with Trekkies. I had the DVD. It was literally one of the first DVDs I ever purchased for my new DVD player way back in probably 2000. And I loved it. It was a lot of fun. It took a look at Star Trek fans. You had some interviews with some of the cast members of the shows. And I don't know. I really liked it. It was a lot of fun. I definitely understand that there was some controversy around that first film. And apparently in this film, the filmmaker Roger Nygard attempts to kind of make peace with some of those who took offense at the kind of extreme portrayal of some fans in the first Trekkies movie. I myself wasn't offended because, I don't know, I felt like I was some of those people, you know? And I definitely understand loving something so much that it becomes a fairly integral part of your identity. I get that. So I don't have as big a beef as apparently a lot of other people did, but I am definitely interested to see what they do to address that. I also just like this kind of thing. I like looking at people who love Star Trek. I like doing that with people who love Spider-Man, people who love Firefly, people who love, just Star Wars, just about anything. I like seeing how they live, how they integrate their love for this franchise or whatever that they're so into their lives. And so I'm really eager to see what we're going to be looking at in Trekkies 2. And we're going to do that in just a moment. If you enjoy these reactions, please go ahead and thwip the like button. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing as well. Also, consider sharing this out to your friends, your family, your followers, anyone that you think would enjoy my reaction to these media. In this case, Trekkies. Whether you like or dislike this movie, let me know why in the comments. I would love to have a conversation with you about this film. And finally, you can find the full and unedited live stream of these reactions on my YouTube channel. There is a master playlist of all movies that I've watched and reacted to, and I'm starting to break them up into smaller playlists, usually by genre. Trekkies 2 would be considered a comedy as well as a documentary. And I would also include it on my tagged Star Trek movies playlist as well. Whichever of those playlists you go looking for, you can find them on my YouTube channel under the category Watch Party. All right, and I think that's everything. We're going to go ahead and throw the headphones on, and we're going to get started here in just a moment. Now, remember, when I throw out the thwip, I'm gonna take about a second after that to hit play, and then hopefully maybe like 1, maybe 2 seconds after that to start the timer. I'm gonna go ahead and just hold on. I'm gonna go ahead and put a couple of seconds on the timer right now. And that way, hopefully things will more or less sync up whenever I do it. So let's go ahead and put these on here. All right. All right. CG says that he doesn't know if he could be considered a full-time Trekkie, but he feels like he's somewhat of a Trekkie when it comes to the shows about Captain Picard. Hey, man. I'm not gonna gatekeep. All I'm gonna say is if you like Star Trek at all, any part of it, then as far as I'm concerned, that makes you a Star Trek fan. That makes you a Trekkie. So, I myself prefer the term Trekker, but that's just you know, that's just a difference in pronunciation, essentially. So, all right. Let's see. I think we are about ready to go. Are you guys ready for this? I am so ready for this. This is a Star Trek movie that I've never seen. So, like, yes, I'm excited. It may be a documentary on Star Trek, but I have a feeling that in future Trek months, Trek theme months, I'm going to be looking for a lot of Star Trek documentaries. We're going to be watching documentaries on Leonard Nimoy and Nichelle Nichols and William Shatner, and yeah, no, get ready for that. It will happen. It will happen. Okay. All right. Let me get things ready. All right. Okay, everyone. 2004's Trekkies 2. Here we go. Right. And I want this full screen. Interesting music, that kind of that warbling. Oh, okay. Yes, I know about outer space. Okay, not sure I'm liking the tone so far. A film by Roger. Ah, cute. I like that they're using the ship's hull to do the credits. That's pretty clever. I'm not gonna lie. Denise Crosby, yay! Tasha Yar herself. Oh my god. Okay, again, not sure I'm crazy about the tone. The whole Trekkies going way, way out there thing. Like, okay, I get it. But hopefully it's all in good fun. So, oh my God. The teddy bears with the Starfleet shirts on is great. That's right. People who dress up. My mother is the Starship Enterprise. Is that what that said? Klingon tattoos. Okay, all right. They put the idic philosophy in the song. I prefer Trekkers. So, very true. We do not know any borders. Oh, Germany. We are going to German to see the German Star Trek fans. I like this. Oh my God. FedCon? 5,000 guests a day? Holy crap. I'm just going to start pointing out. It's a queue. It's this. Oh my God. That dude had Star Trek carved into his, like, not carved, but like cut into his hair. And long nights. Teddy Borg. Okay, good. And then we've got some people who are just speaking German. Sprechen Sie Deutsch. Wow. I wonder if FedCon is still going. Oh, Nana Visitor has been to FedCon. Yay! Oh man. Look at all that love. She was in Star Trek The Next Generation for like 1 year. Not even a full year. And people are just loving her. Sarah Lofton, yay. Jake. Oh, wrote his thesis on Star Trek. Love it. Okay, I gotta say, I am loving all of the German accents. This is great. Lingelof. Those Jem'Hadar cosplays look amazing. Wow. Mirror, mirror, nice. Oh, you have a Data, a Lore, and a Log cosplay together? Oh, that's awesome. We all like to escape from reality now and then. Trek dinners? Oh, they do charity. I love Klingon cosplayers. They're so great. They really get into it, you know? I go. Fan movie, nice. Everybody wants to put the word legacy into their Star Trek. Whoa. The paneling looks fantastic. Oh, wow. He does look a fair bit like Leonard Nimoy. Like that's a pretty good Spock cosplay right there. Wow. Ooh. $20,000 to make a Star Trek fan film. Oh. He sits in the captain's chair. I like that. That's very sweet. London, England. Oh, it's my God, Denise, you are carrying some baggage. Oh God, I really want to go to London. I want to go for like a month and just like hang out, you know? An anorak. I don't understand what an anorak. So someone who is like an antisocial geek, basically. An anorak. No, since I was zero. I mean, and I get that. Star Trek is amazing. It's great stuff, you know? Tony Allen, Star Trek fan. Oh, what has he built? Oh, what has he built? Spaceship. Oh, whoa. Holy crap. Look at this. This is his this is his like house or his apartment or something. That's a good point. Oh, that's definitely not the first story I've heard of people's Star Trek hobbies keeping them from succumbing to you know, challenges or tragedies going on around them. So, wow. Oh my god. That British like dark but also light sense of humor, you know? Yeah, definitely. 2 million? Wow. I wonder if he got it. I hope he got it. Dismantle the apartment and then ship it to the States. Ooh, Italy. Italia. Oh man. They definitely had fun like traveling when they made this movie. Klingons on, they're not motorcycles, scooters. There we go. Star Trek Italian Club Convention. Nice. The food. If yeah, I was gonna if you're in Italy, the food must be sampled. That is without question. Meal and ale. Nice. In Italy, even the Klingon food is great. I love it. This guy's got an American accent. Is he an expatriate? It's like the boatswain's whistle, you know? Captain on the bridge. I love this. I love the Italians who are speaking in Italian about their Star Trek experience. Oh, he made his Borg costume out of like discarded tech. That's pretty brilliant, actually. He has no agency right now. Yeah. Oh, it's so sweet. Oh, he's a priest. Okay. Oh. And I guess that's true with a lot of pop culture or fandoms. Hopefully you find parallels between what is going on in the franchise you're watching and real life as well. Oh, wow. Did he recreate the original Enterprise bridge somewhere? He opened a Star Trek store? Oh, this is fascinating. I owe everything to Star Trek. Wow. All right, Baltimore. Enterprise Hall, cute. The USS Enterprise. Oh, really? Shore leave. I wonder if that's still around too. Of course, there's a lot of drama. Yeah. Oh, is that the guy from the previous Trekkies with the cat? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, Jasper. He's got several kitties. That's quite a mix there. It's like, yes, I dress up my cat and we go to Star Trek conventions. It's a really interesting blend. I remember him from the previous one. I'm glad he's doing well. He's like, you're too crazy to be harmless or to be harmful. Oh, wow. The Klingon feast at shore leave. It's like a Klingon modeling pageant. Oh, that's awesome. Extreme fans. So some people say no, some people say yes. You can go too far as a fan. That would be a lot of effort to make Klingon Gok for breakfast. You can't separate fiction and reality, then it's going too far. Yeah, I would agree. Oh, really? Oh, I mean, you got to do you, you know? Creating real science? What? Yeah, that's just definitely a challenge for actors. Like, it's like, we're not the character we play on TV, we're people. That's a good way to put it, actually. Little Rock, Arkansas. Oh, yeah. The Star Trek juror. Oh, that's sweet. That's so sweet. With the Whitewater. That's right. She was part of the Whitewater trial. Bobby. Oh, I would imagine so. Eh, yeah, yeah. Not everybody needs that, buddy. No, that's not true either. Oh. Is she working on a TCG or are they just trading cards in general? Yeah, she's doing TCGs. She's doing a trading card game. Nice. Star Trek Museum of Little Rock. Oh. Oh, that that's a very well done rendering. I don't know that I'd call it a portrait. Well, okay, not a photo at least, I guess. So, that's still a drawing. Well, they're doing a bang up job right now, I'll say that much. Ooh, Brazil. All right. Going all over the world in this movie. I love it. Excuse me. Would not mind going to Brazil either. It's so pretty. Yeah. So, Star Trek convention in Brazil, huh? Nice. Oh, careful there. The Neezy? What is the Neezy? Okay. Nice. Oh yeah. The little baby putting the little com badge on them. Oh my God. That is that is an action figure collection. Wow. A wall of magnets. Oh my God. All right, guys, I need to stop the film for a moment. Trouble is mewling to be let in, so I'm going to go ahead and pause it right, hold on, right here. Okay. I have got the track at 30 minutes and 23 seconds. So I'll be able to let it play for 2 seconds. I'm going to let Trouble in. She's meowing at the door and I can hear her. So I will be right back and then we will resume. I just need to let her in. So, and I don't want to miss the movie. So hold on. Trouble, you're a bot. Hi, Kitty. How are you? Your dad loves you. He's going to continue watching his movie now. Okay. Okay. And here we oh, let me go ahead and throw out the thwip. Here, hold on. Hold on. Hi. Hi, how are you? Okay. Okay. All right, we are at 30 minutes and 23 seconds on there. I'm gonna throw out the thwip, let it play, and then hit the timer in a second. All right. Okay, here we go. There, I think we're good. Denise, don't knock over the man's action figures. Yeah, don't mess with that. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If Denise Crosby came over to my house, I'd be really excited as well. Is he a is he a DJ or? Yeah, he's okay. He works in radio, and he wears a Star Trek like dickie to work. I mean, I do similar with Spider-Man. I wear a lot of Spider-Man stuff to work. Nice. Oh, the International Federation of Trekkers. I've never heard of this. Oh, nice. Klingon Portuguese. This is a wonderful way to be crazy. That might be the quote I take from this movie. This is a wonderful way to be crazy. I don't know about that. Yeah. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. Okay, I'm a Trekker too. No, it isn't. That is that is no. I disagree completely. Okay, this kind of pedantic, like semantic differentiating is that's dumb. If someone calls me a Trekkie, I'm not going to get insulted. I prefer Trekker, but it's just a pronunciation difference as far as I'm concerned. If you're a fan of the franchise, you're a fan of the franchise. You are or you aren't. There's it's really that simple. This whole like no it isn't. I'm sorry. I disagree. I think jury duty is overrated. I mean, I go and I serve when I'm called, but I've had issues with it in the past. Okay. I like her. Exactly. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I know Star Trek fans who drink, okay? I understand where they're coming from here. I don't necessarily agree. I'm pretty sure you could. You're too shy? You're like, okay, whatever. I'm not going to judge. Hey, you know what? Be the level of Trekkie or Trekker that is comfortable for you, you know? Yeah. So do your thing. Yeah. Yep. Very well put. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. Bakersfield? Bakersfield, what state? Is it Pennsylvania? I don't know. I could never remember. Oh, yeah. I remember this kid. Nice. I like that. Socially oblivious. Oh, did he? Oh. Wow. Oh, that was great. That was great. Wow. No, not really, you know. Nice. I like seeing the alumni from the original Trekkies movie. Uh-huh. Did you create the Orville or something? I know he didn't, but you know. Oh boy. Wow. He got into this project hardcore. $200? Damn. Can we see this set? Expletives. Oh, ouch. Oh my God, this guy looks a lot like Julian Bashir. I mean, to be fair, yep. I remember that moment. Wow, they called him just to get him to say that? He does the line and he's like, okay, cool, take care, bye. I love that. Oh, everyone's been so supportive. Oh, see, that's the stuff that's the beauty that comes around these kinds of fandoms. The people who love you and support you, you know? Ooh, are we in France now? Paris. Oh, I don't know. I would imagine they'll be like many other Star Trek fans. They'll be kind of awesome, right? Unification. Really? I've never understood that. I can't say I never understood it. I do understand it, but like, I don't know. If in my opinion, if you love something, own it, you know? Oh, Star Trek quiche party. Oh, oh my goodness. Oh, I would be all over that. I love a good quiche. Wow, that dude's got a lot of stuff. Ooh, is that Bacula's Enterprise, the NX-01? A tribble in a vase? Balls of hair? Come on, they're fur balls. He made a Star Trek comic book? Oh, normal fans. Oh yeah. I remember him from Star Trek 3. He only pops up for like one line, too. What's normal? A Star Trek band? Yeah, I would agree. Oh, gee, you think? I mean, and he still married you too, so I don't know about that. What is this mythical normal person? Hmm. Hey, man, embrace your inner geek, all right? I'll always say that. Embrace your inner geek. Was that what's that actor's name? Malcolm Reed. That's his character. Nice. Normative. Nice. Very nicely put, Ethan Phillips. Yeah, I agree. Carolyn Seymour. Oh, Casey Biggs. Exactly. Yay. John Billingsley, Dr. Phlox. Minneapolis. I've been to Minneapolis. Really? Yeah. Oh, just really wanted a Star Trek stamp. I love that. I've seen that. I've seen that piece. The bent spoon and the cherry. I've totally seen that. I've been to that park. Oh, God, I remember this guy. I love the Minnesota accents too. Those are great. You got an extra hand there. Oh wow. So I've seen The Guardian of Forever in one of the old series, original series episodes. I don't know that I've seen it all the way through. Um, but I do remember seeing it in Star Trek Discovery, and that was a really cool utilization. So, like these clips from his film. This is great. Uh-oh. Wow. Okay. Friends from the moon. Oh boy. Bossing everyone around, like you do. Where'd that stepladder go? Is he playing a Vulcan or a Romulan? He's he's bossing around his old bully. Hmm. Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh my God. Participating in a frontier shootout, you know? Hmm. Remember me, Jim. Ooh, Australia. Are we in Sydney or Melbourne? Okay, Sydney. Gotcha. Gotcha, gotcha. Wow. Oh my God. Yes. I have I have a job and money just to feed my addiction to this franchise. I'm very familiar with this kind of mindset. Dominic Keating. Okay, that's Malcolm Reed. Connor Trenier. Wow. Book a seat for the bear, huh? I really like this. I really like seeing fans from other countries talking about how much they like Star Trek and why. That's really cool. Oh, nice Bajoran officer's uniform. Yay. A retirement home for old Trekkers, really? The decaying orbits home for geriatric children. Nice. Very nice. That's fair. That's completely fair, you know? Hey, we live in strange new worlds, you know? Of course. Right. Brainwashed. Now I've reached the age of reason. Make it so. Oh, nice. The heavenly bodies. Oh, come on, Connor. Own it. Oh, boy. Ah, very, very cute. Very cheeky. Ah, good old LA. Oh my God. Wow. Yeah, a lot of these production assistants handling these calls, like, wow. Crab on the ship? Did that make it into lower decks or something? Okay. Yeah, that much is true. Oh, what are we doing? What are we doing? What is it? What is this guy doing? The last. Huh. Okay. Oh, nice. Hamming it up like Shatner. I love it. Nice. Nice. The parodies are great. Yeah, absolutely. Ah, okay, right. Filk singing. Yeah. Who is she singing about? Oh, okay. The expendable guy. Okay. She's clearly very good. I mean, you can't always control what you're famous for, right? Wow. Oh. Klingon blood is pink, not purple. Oh, oh, that is so sweet. Yeah. Oh, wow. Wow. That's, oh man, that's so great. Hmm. Where are we now? Serbia? Wow. Oh man. Right. Oh man. So you could say what you want about Star Trek and its optimistic view of the future, but that is its own superpower in a lot of ways. And if it could help an entire country, keep their hope, oh man, that's really cool. The Starfleet. Ah, yeah, life on a starship. That would be so nice. Life on the Enterprise D. Okay. Whoa. Good, good. Star Trek fans, good. Wow. Oh, these are all his drawings? Holy. Oh, that's so cool. It means a lot to him. The first Star Trek convention ever had in the Balkans. Wow. There's more of them than you think, you know? Yeah. Oh my God. No air conditioning and people still showed up. Wow. Designing their own little starfighters and ships. Huh. Okay. Yeah, you know, warp core. That's down there. Yeah. I get it. So he's gonna try to build the Enterprise? Okay. Nice. And so Photon Tide became what? Yeah, when you find members of your tribe, that's a nice feeling. I definitely get it. And we're back in California. For what exactly? Oh wow, we don't have much time left. Okay. Is this just another convention? Oh. Okay, we got a Star Trek tribute band here. These guys are really killing it. Warp 11. Nice. Nice. Warp 11. I like that name. Oh my god. Dressed as Kitty like a Borg? with like a little laser pointer and everything. No kill eye. This is this is so awesome. I like the idea that there isn't just like a Star Trek tribute band. You've got different types of Star Trek tribute bands. This is great. Lego people. Oh, what? And no kill eye. The next generation. Ah, okay. Oh boy, here we go. NKI Deep Space Nine. Wow. So they're like a DS9 tribute band? That's awesome. A Klingon metal band. Oh my god, I love it. I don't even know what to say to this. This is like wow. I don't know what that I don't know what I'm looking at. You tell me. Okay, so no kill eye. They all dress in original series uniforms. Okay. I like that there's this distinction, even though I don't know, like they're taking their inspiration from No Kill Eye, but then they go on and extend it. I don't know. The adhering to a theme is strong with them, you know? The Shatners. Ewoks. Oh boy. Nice. Fattener. I don't know. Captain Kirk, I don't think he ever really said make it so. That's more of a Picard thing. He's out of the band. He has a girlfriend. Hmm. Good, good way to put that. Oh yeah, transporters would definitely help with moving people and things. That would be a big deal. It's be all about Klingons, you know? Hey, nothing wrong with classic Star Trek, but come on, the new stuff is pretty good too. Another 37 movies. It's like I've had too much. I've had too much. Look, well, that definitely happened. No, that's not entirely true. That's true. Okay. Oh wow. Fan interviews during the credits. Okay. Oh, come on. Yeah. Okay, so they're asking them what they would have cut from the previous movie. Okay. And you're always going to have people who go extreme with their fandom. That's just part and parcel of it, you know? Yeah. Yeah. I thought I'm not the only crazy person in the world. I like that. franchise. Yeah, a Billingsley break. That just means you read a lot, buddy. That's fine. Hmm. Nice. Yes, no, I agree. And that was a brilliant way to end that. If you take yourself too seriously, there is definitely something wrong with you. Um, okay. Okay, that was great. That was great. Let me go ahead and stop the timer here. And we're going to go ahead and reset it as well. And let me just get things going here. Okay. Hey, Grace, how you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. Um, let's see. You don't think you've ever heard of this movie? I didn't know. I so the first Trekkies movie, I've seen that. I've seen that a couple of times. I was not aware that Trekkies 2 existed until like I don't know, last month when I was starting to look for new Star Trek movies to watch. I was like, yeah, whoa, they made a sequel to Trekkies. And yeah, I was like, cool, I gotta watch this. So the 59th anniversary of Star Trek is on the 8th. You are correct. And I have got something pretty damn special lined up for the 8th. I really do. Still gonna have Star Trek conventions in 50 years. Yes, yes, they will. Oh, you're going to one tomorrow? Whoa, where? Where is it? What is it? Hold on, hold on. There's a Star Trek convention in the Houston area? What? Let's see. Houston Con was a thing, but that's no longer a thing. Um, yeah, well, I can't do anything on a quick Google search, but yeah, let me know if you're going to one tomorrow. I want to know about this. So, okay, all right, let's go ahead and Hi, hello, trouble. Hello, trouble. I don't know. I don't know if anyone was able to see her. She was probably way out of frame. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on. All right. Okay, so let's see. Gallery Furniture, apparently Mattress Mac hosts one. Really? That is okay. I had no clue that, but Gallery Furniture, that's actually a really appropriate name setting at least. So, all right, let's see. Hey, Blue Bloxon, how you doing? Or Lock, yeah. Gallery for okay. I'll check that out then. So, okay. All right, let me go ahead and get into the post-mortem for Trekkies 2. I've just got to say this was a lot of fun to watch, and I can definitely understand why there was kind of a need to address some of the portrayals from the original Trekkies. I really like that they went to a lot of the alums from that movie, the fans who were portrayed and featured in that movie, and actually like gave kind of an update on their lives. I really thought that that was really well done. But there was a lot in this movie that I felt, very it really warmed my heart to learn a lot of these things, like a lot of like how a lot of these Trek fan clubs, they donate to charities, they raise money for people that need it. I really kind of, I don't know, I really like stuff like that. I really liked seeing how some fans who, like I can be with some of my obsessions. I mean, I've got my Spider-Man pops in the background every stream, for God's sake, but like how the people around the person with, with the fandom obsession, just how supportive they could be and things like that. I really loved stuff like that. I like seeing people speaking other languages who are enjoying Star Trek, and people speaking English in, German accents, Australian accents, French accents, Brazilian accents, just lovely stuff. And I really, I thought that this was a good follow-up to the first Trekkies in a lot of ways, because not only did they seem to cover a lot more people, but they really kind of went all over the world here, and I just thought that was amazing. You have to keep in mind this movie was made in 2004, so the internet was around, but it was nowhere near as pervasive as it is nowadays, especially with stuff like social media and everything. Hi. Hello. How are you? Do you want some treats? Guys, look, Trouble's here. My channel producer. She came by to visit. Do you want some treats? Do you want some treats? All right, we're gonna get her some treats. Hold on just a second. So, let's see. All right. Trouble, trouble, trouble. I love you, love you, love you. All right. Okay. All right. We're gonna go ahead and give Trouble some treats right here. She does this thing where she is running away every time she gets a treat. Come on, you got to come up here to get it. Come on. You see the way she just kind of bites at me? Come on. I don't understand why she's doing that. I just don't get why she is running away every time I give her a treat. Like, come on. Come on. You know how this works. Come on, Trouble. You got two more. She just runs away every time. Come on. One more. One more. Why are you running away? Trouble. Okay, she's got her treats. She's running off. So okay. Let me see. Let me catch up. Let me catch up in chat. Let's see. Suggestion for story of season's grand bazaar. Anyone? What? I don't understand. Uh, this is such a well-timed stream. I got super into Star Trek recently. Oh, really? Grace, you and I may need to talk then, because I'm making it Star Trek month on the channel, by the way. I'm going to be watching a lot of the Star Trek movies this month, and you definitely need to swing by on September 8th, because I got something very special going on there. So you can probably find it on the schedule. So let's see. I just want to see if he gets this, but story of season Grimzars, keep anyone in mind bizarre is misspelled. Blue Bloxon, I have no idea what you're talking about, and at this point, that's not what the stream is about. So yeah, sorry. Um, so yeah. Um, I need to finish the I need to finish the post-mortem because trouble just showed up and totally disrupted me anyway. So okay, but yeah, no, this was a good follow-up, and I like the kind of interviews with people who were featured in this movie, like asking them about the first Trekkies and what parts they thought maybe went a little too far. There were questions about whether or not your fandom can go too far and everything. And I mean, for the most part, uh, you know, we if we get really super into something, like you have to go as far with it as you feel comfortable going. And if other people can't handle that, that's on them. That's not on you, you know? As long as what you're doing is not hurting others, then really, what does it matter, you know? So I think that, I don't know, I think that you're going to have people who are going to go to what others will perceive as an extreme. I mean, look at me. I wear Spider-Man shirts to work every day, you know? It's just what I do. And and I'm not hurting anybody, and I get lots of compliments on them too. So I just kind of, we do what we do. So but I really liked a lot of the things that were said during this film. I think what was it? It the best kind of crazy to be is a Star Trek fan or something like that. I was like, you know what? I like that. I like that a lot. I'm gonna have to find that quote or like whatever the w- you know whatever that permutation was, because I really thought that that was really nice. So but yeah, overall I enjoyed this one quite a bit. I'm really glad I watched it. And again, Trekkies 2, I was faced with the choice of renting it for $4 or buying it for $5. I just went ahead and bought it. And you know what? I think it's money well spent. I think I will watch this again at some point in the future. So, anyways, I enjoyed this one quite a bit, and hopefully you did as well. Thank you for watching this reaction. If you enjoyed it, please go ahead and thwip the like button, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing as well. Also, consider sharing this out with your friends, your family, your followers, anyone that you think would enjoy my reaction to these media. In this case, Star Trek fans. Um, what'd you think of this movie? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Let me know why in the comments. I would love to have a conversation with you about this film. You can find the full and un well, you can find the full and unedited live stream of this reaction on my YouTube channel. There is a master playlist of all movies that I've watched and reacted to, and I'm dividing them up into shorter lists by genre. Trekkies 2 would be considered a documentary and a comedy. And I would also put this under a list of Star Trek movies. Maybe not necessarily, I don't know. Maybe I'll move it from Star Trek movies to Star Trek documentaries, because I could see myself watching a lot of Star Trek documentaries. I could totally see myself doing that. So, anyways, whichever of those lists you go looking for, you can find them on my YouTube channel under the category Watch Party. Oh, and finally, channel memberships are now live on the Spidey Librarian YouTube channel. Check out the membership tiers and see which benefits you'd like access to. Perks include shoutouts, members-only live streams, members-only videos, and early access to selected uploaded content, as well as other benefits, too. And that's not even mentioning my custom emotes and badges, which I think look pretty good. Check out the membership tiers today and see which perks you'd like access to. And I think that's everything. So, thanks again for watching. This is Spidey Librarian, and until my next stream or upload, I'll be wishing you a good day. All right, let's have a look at the chat, see what else you guys were saying. Let's see. It's a good farming sim. Oh, okay. All right. Let's see. Grace dislikes when people avoid a movie, show, or book because of the fandom. Like, how stupid of people. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you're always going to have your extreme elements in any given fandom, or really any given cross section of people, you know? So yeah, it was just it was just a thing. It was free on YouTube. Hey, you know what? That's fine. That is a-okay. I don't mind shelling out a couple of bucks for a movie that was very clearly made for people like me. And then, like I I don't know. I didn't realize it was on YouTube like for free. Really? I did a where to watch beforehand. Do you have YouTube TV or something, Grace? Because it looks like it is for free, or it's for rent or purchase on YouTube and several other platforms, but it looks like it comes with a subscription to YouTube TV. So maybe that's where you were able to get a hold of it. I don't know for certain. So okay. All right, let me go up a little bit and catch up with some things that you guys were saying. Um, let's see. All right, CG Anime Fan said that he's a big fan of Tasha Yar. His opinion could be unpopular, but Tasha Yar is actually his favorite female character in the next generation. Um, I mean, like, I liked her when she was around, but they really didn't give her that much to do, which is why I think Denise Crosby ended up leaving the show in the first place. So, CG says that Denise Crosby was only part of the main cast for one season, but she did make some guest appearances afterwards. His favorite Tasha Yar episode is Yesterday's Enterprise, where she comes back. Yesterday's Enterprise is generally considered one of the best episodes of Star Trek The Next Generation. And really, I mean, if you're someone who only watched, like if you curate your viewing experience for Star Trek The Next Generation, I can see how it wouldn't be that popular with you because you don't know who Tasha is by that point. So if you've watched like all of season one and then you've seen the crew talk about her and everything, like because it's Tasha's appearance in that story, I think that helps to make it as emotionally impactful for a lot of fans. So yeah, I definitely agree that Yesterday's Enterprise is one of the top episodes of The Next Generation. I don't necessarily know that it would be like that for everyone nowadays because again, if you don't watch the show all the way through, if you skip a lot of the first season, which I could see a lot of people doing because the first season of TNG is a little rough. Like I could get why people would be like, I don't want to, I don't want to waste my time with all of this. I could see that being a thing. So the first time that CG ever checked out Star Trek was when he was wanting to see John Delancey's as Q because he was already a big fan of his voice work in My Little Pony. Okay, all right. And see, I did until you told me that. You told me that a couple of streams ago that John Delancey had voiced a character in My Little Pony. I didn't know he had ever done that, so that's actually a lot of fun to learn. Let's see. Since he wanted to see more Patrick Stewart, CG gave Star Trek Picard a chance, and it's what made him feel interested in the franchise. Ah, you know what? That's pretty cool, actually, because I know a lot of people who, watched Picard and they're like, I don't care about this. And these are from Star Trek fans too. So I'm glad it kind of went in reverse for you as well. So he's already a big fan of Patrick Stewart before Star Trek because of X-Men, but his work in Star Trek helped him love him even more. And it's funny you should say that because I remember being excited that Patrick Stewart was going to play Professor Xavier in the X-Men films because I knew him from Star Trek. I love how a lot of these things tend to go in reverse. So CG likes that Star Trek got some documentaries. He thinks that the franchise is iconic enough and large enough for such an honor. And there are actually quite a few Star Trek documentaries out there. Whenever I do another Star Trek month on the channel, I will probably be looking into a lot of Star Trek documentaries because there are a lot of them that I have not seen, like Trekkies 2 tonight. So all right. CG doesn't think that Trekkies has a great reputation, so he hopes that it hasn't been a disappointing experience for me. Um, I mean, I know that there are certain cross sections of the fandom that didn't care for Trekkies. I was not one of them. Um, but I also think that, people come in all shapes, all sizes, all temperaments. And so I think that people are they're entitled to their opinions. I definitely understand why there was some controversy around the first Trekkies movie, but I also think that this one does a decent job of not only kind of addressing some of those, but also just, you know, showing more diverse types of Trekkies, including the ones who are maybe not as kind of extreme in their love of the fandom. I appreciate that. I really do. So let's see. Yeah, I think this is I don't know. So you don't think you've didn't even hadn't even heard of this one. Okay. Um yeah, on Monday, September 8th, right? That's Monday, right? Yes. Um I'm just going to tell you guys what it is. So on Sunday I will be watching Star Trek the Motion Picture on Classics Revisited at 2 p.m. on Sunday, September 7th. On Monday, September 8th, you should come and watch Classics Revisited with me because not only will I be watching Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, I'm going to have a special guest watching the movie with me. And it will be none other than my mother, who is a big part of the reason why I am into Star Trek these days. So you guys should definitely show up, if for no other reason than to meet my mother. Um, so I'm looking forward to that. I know that Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan. I know that that's definitely one of her favorites. And I remember her crying at the end of that movie. So it was an entire thing. So let's see. I have got to check out this Mattress Max from TrekCon. So what else? Such a well-timed streamed. You got super into Star Trek recently. Yeah, Grace, I've been a Star Trek fan forever. I just haven't talked much about it on the channel. And that's part of the reason I started doing channel themes every month. And I figure September is the perfect month to do a Star Trek theme. And so I was just like, yeah, let's do this. So, okay, let's see. Hold on. I want to make sure. There we go. All right. Just Googled it and clicked the first link, free with ads. Huh. Okay, well maybe free with ads doesn't count when I do a Google and a Just Watch search for those things, and maybe free with ads doesn't count for them. I don't know. So um Blue. Okay, Blue. I Lock. I know you have two different separate YouTube identities. I would think you would know me well enough by now to know that when I'm doing these live streams, I like to stick around and engage with the chat. So I'm kind of surprised. You're like, oh, he's gonna end the stream in 5 minutes. I don't have to work tomorrow, buddy. We got all night as far as I'm concerned. So all right. John Delancey actually has a big role in a documentary about the My Little Pony fan base. Really? I'm gonna have to check that one out at some point too. Of course, I need to watch My Little Pony. I've never actually watched it, so. All right, Grace has been watching the OG series, 10 or 11 episodes into the second season. Nice. So, Grace, I'm gonna guess that you may have actually seen the episode Space Seed before I watched it. I watched it on the night of September 1st for the first time just this week. So you might have seen that before I did. Um and I really enjoyed it. So I don't know. Let me know what you thought of it. That's Khan's first appearance. So all right. Um Blue, I don't know who put a nickel in you, buddy, but yeah, I don't know. So, okay, all right, let me see. Trying to watch at least all of it. It's movies and the next gen. Your favorite characters are Spock and Data. Those are very good choices. Let's see. Next gen is live action, not animated. Yes. There was a Star Trek animated series. I've actually never seen it, but I believe it features the crew from the original series. But it's if you have a subscription to Paramount Plus, that's got pretty much all of the Star Trek that you're gonna need to watch. The one glaring exception would be Star Trek Prodigy, which I think you can watch on Netflix now. So, all right. I can't bear to watch anymore. Blue, if you can't bear to watch anymore, what are you still doing here then? Like, if I'm not entertaining you, why are you sitting around complaining? Just go watch something more entertaining, dude. I don't understand that. Could be Star Trek is the animated series with Cap. Yeah, yeah. There's not an animated next gen. If there is, I don't know of one. So, all right. Is Grace getting paid? Blue, what is with you today, man? You seem a bit more, I don't know, hyper than usual. No, no one is getting paid. What I don't understand where all this is coming from, man. Um if you're willing to explain yourself, I'll I'll stop from interpreting it as being hostile, but it's kind of coming off that way, you know? John Delancey's character in My Little Pony, Discord, is very similar in personality to Q and was heavily inspired by Q. So I think that you would like his episodes if you really like Q. Yeah, no, I again, I don't, I don't know. Maybe we'll watch My Little Pony on Show It when I'm doing a Star Trek month or something. Because one of my viewers actually came up with an idea, and I was like, "That is a brilliant idea," but I can't believe I didn't come up with it myself. Um, one of my viewers, Wolf MCOC, he basically he's like, "Have you watched The Orville?" And I'm like, no, I haven't, and I should. I should take this opportunity to watch like an episode of The Orville because The Orville is obviously very much inspired by Star Trek. And I was like, dang it, I've already made the schedule. Like, let me let me see if I can include like an extra one. So maybe if we're lucky, I might be able to squeeze in another episode of Show It, and maybe we'll watch an episode of The Orville. Because yeah, just because it's Star Trek month, that doesn't mean I have to watch Star Trek shows. I can watch stuff that has been inspired by Star Trek. If I hadn't already watched Galaxy Quest within the last year, I totally would be like, let's watch Galaxy Quest. because that's a love letter to Star Trek. So, all right. I know Khan comes back for a movie. Excited to see the return. It was very interesting. Dude, dude, yes, you cannot wait. I guarantee you. All right, just fail boat thing joke. Oh, okay. All right. Um, Grace does like Q, seen most of the first Next Gen season, and he had a few episodes. Yeah, he was an Encounter at Farpoint, which was a two-parter, and then he showed up again, I think around episode 10. And I think he tried to make Riker into a member of the Q Continuum or something like that. It was really weird. So, all right. Sorry, just a reference to that YouTuber. Yeah, I'm sorry, Blue. I'm you're gonna have to educate me on some of those because I don't get some of that stuff. So, all right. Doesn't remember Discord being in very many episodes, but when that character is around, he totally just another disguise of Q. I love it. I love it. Um so I'm gonna drop a little tidbit. Might be a little bit spoilery if you really want to watch season 3 of Star Trek Strange New Worlds. But okay, so in I think the second episode of season 3, it's basically a Trelane episode. And Trelane, for those of you who might not know, I don't remember which episode he appears in. The episode is called The Squire of Gothos in the original series. But Trelane is essentially this omnipotent energy being, essentially kind of like Q. And so when Q started appearing in the Next Generation, a lot of people who remembered the original series were like, is Q Trelane? Is Q just like, are they related somehow? Like what's going on here? And so in Strange New World season 3, episode 2, it ends up being a Trelane episode. And oh my god, at the very end when his his father shows up, it's just another cloud of energy, and that cloud of energy is voiced by none other than John frickin' Delancey. And so the Q Trelane connection remains like it's still officially unconfirmed, but like they did the whole link there. And that was just like, oh my god, that is so cool. Again, for like a continuity nerd like me, I was just like, oh yes. Because as soon as I heard that voice, I'm like, oh my god, they did it. They put John Delancey in as Trelane's dad. I don't know. I just thought that was awesome. So all right, Discord started off as a guest character, but he was popular enough to be brought back as a recurring character. Yeah, I could see that. If with John Delancey at the helm, I could totally see that, you know. Let's see. Only remember his introduction and a handful of his apps, but don't remember him as a recurring character. Okay. Um. Okay, you were just about to mention Trelane. Nice. Yeah. It was such a fun episode the second he came out, and I was like, "That's Q. It's got to be." Yeah, and so Grace, uh, maybe I should be ashamed to admit this. I don't know. I'm gonna choose not to feel any shamed by admitting it. I've actually never seen The Squire of Gothos. That's actually one of those original series episodes that I've got to watch that I haven't watched. I need to watch that one. I need to watch The Arena, especially because season 3 episode 9 of Strange New Worlds like relies like was heavily inspired by that episode. So yeah. Learned that Q is from the race Q, and basically everyone is named Q, and they're all minor chaos gods. Yeah. Yeah. Trelane's mom is named Trelane's mom. Yeah, I know. I know. Star Trek has got a lot of good stuff in it, and the whole Trelane Q thing is just one of those little mysteries. Like, you know, how related are they? Are they related at all? Is Trelane just another name that was used by Q Jr.? I don't know. Yeah, it's you've got stuff like that. You've got the mysteries behind why there are different appearing Klingons throughout the entire franchise. You've got all kinds of mysteries surrounding Section 31. I mean, like, there is a whole lot of stuff in Star Trek that you could really just do a deep dive into. So there is a lot to it. Um, this has been fun. I've really enjoyed this part of the stream just after we're done with the movie, talking about Star Trek with you guys. So, this has been a whole lot of fun. Thank you guys for just sitting around and shooting the breeze with me about this. I really do love Star Trek, and I know at least until this month, I haven't really said much about Star Trek. Um, and so I'm kind of letting that flag fly here, and I'm actually working on some uploaded videos that will hopefully get some views from people that like Star Trek. Right now I'm currently working on a top 10 list. It's just a top 10 list from my own perspective. What are the most memorable moments throughout the Star Trek franchise for me? And so I'm working on the script right now. I'm hopefully going to get that done in the next couple of days, and then hopefully I can start filming it and get it uploaded. I think that would be a lot of fun, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it. I don't know for certain. I'm going to see about trying to get a little bit of footage from each of the episodes in there. We'll see how it goes. So I don't know. So Spidey librarian, more like Trekkie librarian this month. I like it. I like it a lot. So you're trying to go in release order as much as possible. Grace, I can appreciate that. You're gonna be in for a long trek, such as it is. Um, if you're gonna do it that way, go for it. I don't wanna yuck your yum. Um, I might suggest I might suggest trying curated lists. Like, look for some best episodes of, each series. And I'd go with like about a dozen, maybe 10 to 12, and then just like, kind of make your choice from there about how much more of that series you want to watch. Because I guarantee you can find plenty of lists of people who are just saying, here are the best episodes of Star Trek from the original series. Here are the best from Next Generation, DS9, Voyager, Enterprise, Discovery, Strange New Worlds, Lower Decks. I could go through the entire list of shows. Um, so yeah, that is a possible approach as well. So, any recs on OG series episodes to show to someone that has zero Star Trek knowledge? Um, there's so much of the original series that I haven't seen that I don't necessarily know that I have a good answer for that. I would say Balance of Terror is probably a really good one to show. I will also admit to being biased though, because there's an episode of Strange New Worlds that does a really good like riff off of Balance of Terror. I would almost recommend watching Balance of Terror and then going and watching the season 1 finale of Strange New Worlds, which is called Equality of Mercy. And I think you will be like, I think you will just be like flabbergasted. You're going to be like, wow, they did a really good job of recreating this episode with, a few fairly major changes. Like, oh, so good. So good. Didn't notice with the aggressive jokes. It's okay. It's okay. It is once you explained, I was like, okay, that makes more sense. So no worries, Blue. Something that has interesting plot but doesn't ignore any of the smaller characters. You're gonna have a hard time with that because the main characters of the original series are Kirk, Spock, and McCoy. Um, but have you watched The Trouble with Tribbles? Because that might be a decent one to watch. That's a very comedic episode. And you get a little bit of insight into Scotty during that episode too. So, let's see. Definitely do a fast watch of the other ones, but OG and Next Gen you're gonna watch all of. Oh man. You're gonna be spending so much time in front of a screen. But you know what? Go for it. Totally go for it. I get it. I totally think that's a thing that you should do. So, let me see what else. What else have we got to say? Not too much else. I'm gonna be doing a lot of I'm gonna be doing a lot of watch parties for Star Trek movies this month. On Sunday, watching the motion picture. On Monday, watching Wrath of Khan. And then I think like it's the next Sunday I watch Star Trek 3. The Sunday after that is Star Trek 4. And then I think the Sunday after that is Star Trek First Contact. I can't remember. I might have messed that schedule up a little bit, but be sure to just check the schedules that I post on the community boards on the channel. Be sure to check those out. Those will have more accurate information than just me talking about it. So, um, but I will also be watching episodes from other Star Trek shows that I have never seen. So like I did with the original series on September 1st, I'll be watching I watched Space Seed, the first appearance of Khan. And I think next week I'm just going to wait until the 11th of September, and we're going to watch the season 3 finale of Star Trek Strange New Worlds, which the title of it's very appropriate. It's called New Life and New Civilizations. And so I'll be really interested to see what that's going to be about. So, um, and then like I'm going to be watching episodes of Deep Space Nine, Voyager, Enterprise, and I don't remember if I'm going to watch anything else, but at least you've got a few shows to look forward to when I'm doing this. So, let's see. Okay, you haven't seen it yet, but you know it's a very good episode. Yeah, it's definitely worth watching. So, 7 seasons of Next Gen. Yeah, yeah. 7 seasons of Next Gen. There are 7 seasons of Deep Space Nine, 7 seasons of Star Trek Voyager. Looks like 7 was the lucky number for a while during I mean, I call that period the golden age of Star Trek because you had like at points you had two. I think Voyager happened after TNG went off the air. So, but like when DS9 was going, DS9 was around at the same time as the end of Next Gen and the beginning of Star Trek Voyager. And yeah, it was the golden age. So, but yeah, guys, keep an eye out for the other Trek content that I'm going to be working on this month. The live streams are pretty much a guarantee, but also I'm gonna be working on trying to do some uploaded content because I think that's an important thing to do for these themed months. And I didn't really notice it until this month, but I was like, I really want to do something special for Star Trek. So hopefully you guys will enjoy it. Hopefully I will finish it. But until then, keep an eye out for it. So, autocorrect forgot to use ad. Okay, all right, that's fine. All right, about to watch the Journey to Babel episode. Nice, 5 episodes before the Tribbles. Nice. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream, especially this part of it. I really had a good time. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it very much. Take care. This is Spidey Librarian. And until my next stream or upload, I'll be wishing you a good day. Bye.